नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धे भवतु मे सदा वसुदेवं सुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं हरि ओम नमस्कार we continue our Gita Manan session. Namaste Rahul ji. You would like to share what is it that we can cover today? Yes, sir.
So last 1 week say I've been just deeply into the topic of desire.
Desire.
And what is desire? ये हमको पूरा ड्राइव करती है, पूरा यूनिवर्स को डिजायर ड्राइव कर रही है। एक दो लोग पास आते हैं बिकॉज देयर इज अ डिजायर टू गिव बर्थ टू somebody wants a car, somebody wants this, कुछ पद प्रतिष्ठा, एक डिजायर कितना हमारे लाइफ को रन करती है। तो आई वॉज वेरी कीन टू अंडरस्टैंड कि भगवान ने क्या क्या बातें बोली हैं डिजायर के बारे में, बिकॉज इट इज सो फंडामेंटल टू आवर लाइफ. So those were the shlokas, few shlokas that I could pick up. I picked it up. And then, of course, you can add to that. Really, that is one big topic to discuss. And second one was health and fitness को लेके भगवान ने क्या क्या चीजें बोली हैं, because this is for me, Gita is becoming now part of me. It is not
Yes.
like I read it somewhere. No, it is जैसे in Guru Granth Sahib, the last line is very beautiful. Guru Nanak writes, Gurbani baniye. You become Gurbani.
Become Gurbani Bani. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So that is how it is becoming for Geeta ji also for me. So that is why I'm picking up topics like even fear. We are so gripped by fear. Unnecessary it is there. So I was thinking you take a 1 week and just go deep into that topic, do manan into that topic, and then bring it into the class. That is why I brought the desired
Yes,
topic.
absolutely, sir. Like Abhayam is there. Immediately fear, you get the shloka Abhayam Sattva Sanshud. Very interestingly, Bhagavad Gita is going to increasingly play an important role in the society now in the coming years. Sir. It is going to be it was always the era of the Gita, but now its practical implications, whether it is psychology and even artificial intelligence, Gita is going to play a very interesting role. I had a nice conversation with one of the topmost scientists in this particular field. So it is very interesting, and this is, as you said, like the last word of Gurbani, Gurbani Bani, become that. And Krishna is also wanting us to not just perform lip service. So I think you have, there are three questions that you have
Yes.
selected. See,
Yes.
the first that we go in the order that you mentioned now. The first
ठीक है.
one was desire. It
No, the
is,
first one, the first one desire, then there is health and fitness, and then all the chapters, how are they structured? वो किस तरह से, क्योंकि आई एम श्योर उसमें इतना जरूर कोई वो.
तीनों काफी बड़े हो जाएंगे सर एक घंटे के लिए
अच्छा, ठीक है, ठीक है.
तो which one we can do which two
Let's
or
start.
something
Let's start with desire and the structure
and
of
then
the
see.
Gita. Hmm.
Okay, design and structure of the Gita. Okay, sir. Okay, so you have Adhyaya 2 and Shloka 62 and 63.
हाँ.
Is it where he surrenders? I think. Karpanya dosho, I don't know. Let me see, sir. Okay, huh. Okay, Adhyaya 2, Shloka. Yeah, it's about desire, not fear. Sorry, yes.
Yes,
ध्यायते
yes.
विषयान् पुंसः
हाँ.
सङ्गस्तेषूपजायते
हाँ.
सङ्ग सञ्जायते कामः कामात् क्रोधो विजायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः
हाँ.
स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. This is a very nice way how desire takes control of a person.
हाँ.
We must have heard that song, Dil hai chhota sa, choti si asha.
हाँ.
But that small choti si asha, suddenly it's like a fire in a barn where you have one spark is just one spark, but that spark only is responsible. If you see, initially among the Buddhivadis, those Buddhijeevis or intellectuals, sometimes we see so many smart people and we wonder कि ये कौन से smart people है because in their desire they get carried away. Those intellectuals who our subjects contemplate,
mm,
attached to the subjects, lost they become. And in
mm,
their attachment, they are by desire overcome, and
mm,
by desires within themselves, anger they generate.
mm,
Then what happens in anger? And in anger, they become hoodwinked by delusion. In delusion, their memory only gets clouded.
mm,
In this forgetfulness, their wisdom is destroyed, and this loss of wisdom furthers their annihilation.
mm,
So, in the very introduction, only Krishna has told Arjuna that this desire is a thief of your sadhana, will take
mm,
away all the tapobala that you have received.
mm,
And it starts like this. Initially, attachments come, then you get lost in the attachments. And because the attachments are there, you start having desire. A sannyasi in a forest, he was doing wonderful tapasya, undisturbed. One person would regularly come, get his ashirwad, get the blessing, everything. And it was all going well. Then he said, no, no, he has done so much to me, I must do something. So
mm,
he gives that sannyasi a cow.
mm,
And then comes the interesting start because the sannyasi now is wondering, what do I do with this cow?
mm,
So now the cow has to, if cow is there, cow has to be given chara.
mm,
He thought the milk is just needed, little bit milk is needed for the sannyasi, and this cow will do everything for that. If
mm,
I give, that was the good intention behind
mm,
giving. But now the cow is there, and now he taking care of the cow only is become a routine. It is disturbing the sannyasi from the sadhana. And when
mm,
that seeker comes and again meets, he said, see, I have so much work to do now because he said, no, 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 please, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean you to get this trouble. So
mm,
then he says, I'll appoint somebody to look after the cow for you. So
mm,
one person is there looking after the cow. But that one person only looking after the cow is of not much use.
mm,
So one more cow is given so that this guy can do something with that.
mm,
So in the forest, that sannyasi is now living with two cows and a caretaker, who is now this caretaker is getting so much milk that he does not know what to do. Sannyasi
mm,
needs only, so the milk should not go waste.
mm,
And then the entire it becomes so much that later on a small dairy business only starts because he has to now sell the milk, and then this person starts becoming loony. So somebody is sent to him, and that is the full we can say and the sannyasi just looks at what is happening.
ah,
Where if this is another new sansar I have got trapped to. Because
ah.
that is the entire way how attachments come in. Attachments take root, then they start creating desires. But then that is the problem because this desire
The
does not
the
sustain. Yes,
desire
sir.
comes first or the attachment comes first? Because
Attachments.
sometimes when
Attachment.
you're doing Vishay kas, you are doing the Sangha of the Vishay, then the
Hmm.
desire doesn't come. First attachment comes, huh?
Attachment comes. You have become Sangha, no, with the Vishay.
Uh,
I have become attached to that I have forgotten the truth.
got
I
it.
am lost in the. It's like even if we see, we should not get so attached in the Gita and forget the principle of the Gita. Sometimes there is
Ah,
a danger, isn't it? It's like how to say. For sometimes little is enough, isn't it? That is enough for us. But sometimes we get so lost in the stuti. Many sadhaks they get lost in the stuti of the divine that they forget the important aspect of kruti. Kruti has to
ah,
be done. That is lost because, oh, you are so great, you are so wonderful. I'll spend my life in praise. But he says, I have not sent you. I have sent you to do your duty. The yuddha is there, the kshetra is there. That
mm,
cannot be forgotten. So the first
wow.
comes attachment. From
Ah,
the attachment, they become lost in more desires. Yeah, this is required. To fulfill the attachment, you need something, and then desires come in. But the problem is the fire of desire is not something which can be contained.
ah,
And desire continuously keeps coming and it is like no matter what it is not going to get satisfied.
ah,
So the desire then generates anger when it is not fulfilled.
ah, ah,
So the unfulfilled desires remain, frustration comes with anger. When
mm,
krodha is there, that is why Krishna has told ahimsa satyama krodha. Akrodha, because you don't want the one of the Devi Sabhavas, no? It is requiring us to have no anger. But anger enters into our life.
Hmm.
When anger has entered into our life, our Smriti goes for vacation, isn't it? We don't remember. अरे उस समय गुस्से में था इसलिए भूल गया. That dialogue is
Hmm.
so common because we are angry.
Hmm.
So in that anger we lose Smriti Bhransha.
Hmm.
When there is Smriti Bhransha, it is a permanent vacation for Buddhi only. Memory is
Hmm.
only not there. What tarka, what anumana, what logic will be used by a person who has no memory.
Hmm.
इट इज लाइक आपने डिवाइस में मेमोरी इरेज कर दिया तो क्या
Hmm.
याद रहेगा क्या काम करेगा अपना डिवाइस
Hmm.
सो अल्टीमेटली इट लीड्स टू बुद्धिनाश एंड बुद्धिनाश लीड्स टू डिस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ द इंडिविजुअल कंप्लीटली
Mm, mm, mm.
जी सो
Beautiful.
दैट इज
This is so
यस
beautiful, ना? This link
या
is fit होना
यस
चाहिए.
यस यस
And the starting is you are just doing the विषय का भोग little bit. You think क्या है? छोटा सा तो है. छोटा सा.
यस
It is a little bit anyway, nothing. But you don't know how that small thing will have a big tail behind it and how it will completely grip
यस
you.
और हम इसीलिए हमें बस लाइक yesterday we were studying about powers of the Devi and
Hmm.
where after studying the powers we decided let us look at qualities because qualities will only allow us to connect if we lose those qualities उसमें sincerity
Uh,
करके था sincerity is asking us to be aware of what we have realized be
hmm.
conscious of that but बहुत बार क्या हो जाता है we get lost no we become insincere because with attachment scientist suddenly starts imagining I have done a discovery for
Uh,
transforming the world
uh,
and starts in their research paper when they are getting improper answers what children do 5 plus 5 is equal to 11 in school they try to correct it afterwards when they find out and it is something like this they very world renowned scientists I've seen from close also people who fudge their figures
uh,
what is that? It is attachment to the Vishay and forgetting the principle, isn't it? After fudging the
uh,
numbers, they may get a very good, their desire is I want to publish in this
uh,
journal.
uh,
Publication तो हो गया,
uh,
but सत्य नहीं था उसमें. It was by
uh,
attachment. It was not real knowledge. तो
uh,
फिर रिट्रैक्शन का समय आ जाता है ना
uh.
ultimately because of this and in that entire period retraction never happens immediately so 1 or 2 years that person is still on the higher ground ki, I am the published this person don't you know don't you this more and more desires come in and then they get exposed badly isn't it
So this example, it is not starting with the Vishay ka sang, it is starting from the desire.
I know he got attached so much into the subject that he
Hmm.
started going further inside and forgetting the truth. Yes.
Hmm.
Now, a scientist is doing research for Lokasangra, but that Lokasangra principle only is forgotten.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because it is forgotten, then it just it's so somehow a different rupa. It comes like Mohini Avatar only. This is
Hmm.
attachment. It
Hmm.
comes in and makes a person completely under the wash. This way or that way. Slowly it happens.
See, that's why even in the spiritual path,
Yes,
the
sir.
moment we जो आप कह रहे हैं ना कि हमें पता नहीं रहता where do you draw that fine line of एक गाय की जरूरत है वर्सेस एक डेयरी बन जाती है जो उसकी
जी sir.
and the sanस्थाs become like this and sanस्थas
Yeah.
you
I
know
have seen. I
and you
have seen
start
from
feeling
close.
that oh you're doing all the right things in the sanstha whereas the sanstha itself becomes the
Am
big
I
boundary.
Karna is the big question it comes. Am I serving the wrong?
Correct,
Because you
correct.
bear consequences of your organization you serve. Though you do
Yeah.
everything right, you have now joined Duryodhana, what will you do? But
uh,
the visionaries who are leading the Sanstha only are misleading it. What can we do? We are
right,
not keep, isn't it?
right.
But that is one danger, sir.
This is very
Yeah.
beautifully you explained. Thank you. This
Thank you,
linkage
sir.
was very, now it fits in the head, very
It's
important.
like, so it's like crystal clear put by Krishna like that. So many places,
uh, uh,
one things are
uh,
there. Let
uh.
us look at the next shloka, sir.
Yeah. 3.37.
3.37 and
3.37. Yeah.
39.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
3.37 and 39.
Hmm.
This is the one. What is it that makes a person sin? Arjuna had asked because
Hmm.
Arjuna was very frustrated. First, Krishna is telling Divya, Divya to hai sabke andar, वगैरह वगैरह. It is like, हाँ, right. Duryodhana is Divya. He says, if there is such divinity inside, what makes a person go against the divinity and do this kukarma? What makes a person do wrong deeds? What
Hmm.
is it that is driving? And that time, Krishna again says it is that fire of desire. He says, Krishna, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Let us look at both the shlokas and their
Hmm.
meaning. Kamesha, Krodhesha, Rajo, Guna Samudbhavam, Bhavaha, Mahashano, Mahapatma, Vidhenamiha, Vairinam. So they are described as enemies. And if you
Hmm.
see, Kama is always accompanied by Krodha.
Hmm.
सिबलिंग्स अकेले नहीं आएंगे. एक को
Hmm.
इनविटेशन मिल गया पार्टी के लिए तो दूसरा भी आएगा और पूरा सत्यानाश कर ही देगा. इट इज
Hmm.
द स्टोरी ऑफ कामा एंड क्रोध.
Hmm.
कृष्णा आंसर्स इट इज डिजायर and its furious sibling anger, born from the quality rajas. They are related to one another, all ensnaring and all polluting. They cause life to go in vain. These are the two greatest enemies that ought to be slain. Inside of a Kurukshetra, where people are ready with strategies and arrows to kill his beloved Arjuna, and Arjuna has to fight a Yuddha. Even in that situation, Krishna says, your first enemies, no, you have to destroy are these two,
Hmm.
Kama and Krodha.
Hmm.
They are born out of Rajas. The Rajas is unstable element is only what is responsible for Kama and Krodha.
Hmm.
How are they? They are all ensnaring, all polluting. They waste an entire life. That's how
Hmm.
people's lives get wasted, isn't it? We say every life is a precious one, every life has potential, everything is true. At the same time, we sometimes see what a waste of life we feel.
Hmm.
Some great potentials are exhausted in vain, like pouring water in a desert. What happened? What happened? What happened was it was the pollution of the divinity in that soul by Kama and Krodha. They
Hmm.
engulf a life. Some people are just running in their Kama and Krodha. No?
Hmm.
Most of the people run after desires. Their lives are running after desires and they are restless. And they are restless no matter what happens.
Hmm.
Means all they will first run after wealth. Then how much wealth? An individual I know wanted these many crores as life target and has another the individual had another child.
Hmm.
So and then that budget doubled immediately. Whatever so many crores he's now made it as the next target. And
Hmm.
what is the aim? Nothing. That I have to keep getting this. I have to keep. It's like continuously. Just mind is programmed. There is nothing more. Though he is learning in that field of whatever money matters, he's learning how to grow it. He is a guide. Senior people have, complimented him. But if he's just running after that only as his central principle of life, it's a waste of life.
Hmm. But does the calm and the growth come from Rajas or also comes from
Yes.
Tamas?
No, Rajo Guna Samudbhava, sir.
Hmm.
And it is an unstable element because if you see Sattva, Raja, Tama all have some kind of requirements for us to push us ahead because that is why our Bhagavan has introduced the three gunas. He's not created what we can say forbidden fruits for us to eat and then get the consequences of it. This is a part. This is a system. It is like Kapha, Vata, Pitta. Remove Rajas, the will of an individual will disappear.
Hmm.
The will is
Hmm.
what drives a individual.
Yeah.
Initially, it is like how it is like ego also. The
Hmm.
mother of Sri Aurobindo Ashram has very nicely said, ego is a helper, ego is a bar.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
As a child growing up, you need, oh, how dare you do this to me? That reaction is there, no? I
Hmm.
am like this. And so I have to show. But then when you spend your entire life showing something to somebody, you have lost yourself. So initially it is good. After a while it is to be lost. So from the unstable element of Rajas, we get these two, the
So,
Kama and
so Rajas has the unstable element. What is there in Sattva and in Tamas? What is the
we have
inside of?
seen the limitations of all three. Krishna, when he introduces the
Hmm.
concept of
Hmm.
Gunatita.
mm,
Fascination and happiness is what binds a sattvic person.
mm. Yeah,
इट इज ए
true.
काइंड ऑफ एक जाम ही होता है वो, अलग सा
Mm,
नशा ही
mm,
होता है वो। नशे में
mm,
क्यों अटक जाना, अगर हम एक नशे से छुट के दूसरे नशे में थोड़ी अटकने के लिए आए हैं।
mm, mm,
दैट इज द सत्वा's लिमिटेशन।
mm, mm,
They
mm,
say too good to be true, no? That
mm,
virtues of goodness you're limited by.
mm,
No, 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 I will not do this. I will not get up and say this word sharply also. I should not. This is not right. No, somebody is doing wrong. You have to. Krishna also showed an example of, he said he'll never fight. And
mm,
yet he ends with a wheel and he's threatening
mm.
somebody with a wheel. Somebody would, if somebody saw Krishna that time, they would be like, no, 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 calm down, Krishna, don't be anxious. Isn't
Yeah, but he is
it?
full of contradictions at some level.
It is because it is not, it is required, isn't it? It is
Yeah.
required.
Many
I,
years back, I'd gone
yes, sir.
to Uttarakhand near Ganga Ji and I met a Swami Ji there. So I asked him, आप कुछ बात बताइए, कोई ज्ञान की बात बताइए. तो he said कि इस जगह का नाम उत्तराखंड है, which means you get उत्तर for everything. When you come here, you'll get उत्तर for everything. And then he says कि ज्ञान तो अंधा होता है, तुम मस्ती की मस्ती में रहो बस, you know.
Yeah.
है ना? तो don't get caught up with that thing of too much knowledge also to be able to
Yeah,
just
because
live
he's
blissful.
talking about attachment to that knowledge, which
Correct,
probably he meant that only, isn't it?
correct, 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 correct.
But if you are in the lay of the yogi,
Uh,
you will get a blessing of all the devas, all the devis also, and you will also be ensured you go on the right path because you are now completely in the connection with the divine. So
correct.
that's why they say मस्त रहो मस्ती में आग लगे बस्ती में। रम,
Actually,
रमता जोगी बहता पानी कोई रोक नहीं सकता है।
correct,
That is a
correct.
different type of lay. That is a lay
Right.
of yog. That is yog.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
is
yeah.
lila, experiencing lila at all times
Right,
without
right, right.
getting. But these two are the problems. So
Okay, okay.
yeah. So they are the greatest enemies. Krishna says, means if I have 100 enemies in the world,
Mm,
does not matter. My first
mm,
enemy is my karma and my krodha.
mm,
If I win that, then I am the champion.
mhm,
Let us look at the next shloka, 39th one, sir.
mm,
Again, we see the word Vairi coming here in the 39th shloka also.
mm,
Avratam jnanametena jnanino nityavairina kamarupena kaunteya dushpurena nalena cha. So, knowledge is covered by this perennial enemy. Means it's a nitya vairi.
mm,
Like if you, it's like you're having iron rod, keep oiling it.
mm,
A rust is going to come and cover
mm,
the brilliance of that. It
mm,
is this knowledge is going to be always overcome by this. That is why sadhana is required. That is why humility is required. Regular action is required to ensure you don't lose that knowledge,
mm,
because it is knowledge is going to get covered by it. It is even in the case of knowledgeable many. Jnani, no, in the those people who are supposedly the exalted ones also, in them
mm,
also sometimes it was for a vacation. Their
mm.
buddhi is given away. Viveka is lost again because of this vairi. Knowledge is covered by this perennial enemy.
The
Even
very is the desire, he's saying, है ना? Very is
yes,
the
sir, yes,
desire.
sir. Yes,
Okay,
yes, sir.
okay.
Knowledge is covered by this perennial enemy.
Mm,
Even in the case of the knowledgeable many.
mm,
O Arjuna, such is desire's lustful form, which rages like a quenchless firestorm.
mm,
It is like an inferno, not just
mm,
an ordinary, some little ordinary fire, you can get warmth from it. But this is the fire which is again a different type of fire.
mm,
This fire destroys. There is another destroying fire which is talked about in the Gita,
mm,
which is which is like the Agni of the Rig Veda.
mm,
That is the
mm.
divine fire. That is the divine fire of knowledge only.
Yeah.
Bhasmasat kurute Arjuna. Jnanagni daktha karmanam. It is different. That fire is the fire of aspiration.
Hmm.
And that aspiration, it is not a desire, isn't it?
Hmm.
Aspiration is different from desire. Desire
Hmm.
is with selfish intents, connected
Hmm.
with vanity, connected with personal
Hmm.
gratification.
Hmm.
This is the to become one with the divine. If that is the highest aspiration, our lifelong there will be what is this eternal fire burning, and this fire will not burn anything except ignorance.
So does the desire come only from rajas, or it can come, desire can come from sattva also, desire can come from tamas also? For example, a terrorist who is killing people will also have lot of
The
desires.
desire which is accompanied with anger, no, sir, that is going to come from rajas.
Hmm. Hmm.
In the
Hmm.
sattvic person also, when anger is generated, it is again rajaguna working in that sattvic guna.
Ah, got it, got it. Yes, yes, yes. Because sattva also sometimes there is that thing. अरे मैं तो एकदम सात्विक एनवायरनमेंट में रहना चाहता हूँ, ओ
आ
आई
गया
जस्ट वांट।
राजसिक अहंकार।
राजसिक अहंकार आ गया,
अहंकार
हाँ।
आ गया। So sweet talking Rajasic and sweet talking Tamasic people are there, sir.
हाँ, या
It will not look like they are doing, but their karma is so Rajasically bad or so Tamasic, which even Shakuni would say, "Arey, I have to come for coaching from you,"
हम्म।
because these individuals they put up such a front of being they they do something which even the most Tamas Buddhi will not think of.
या
So, yes, sir. So, this is the shloka, I think 37 and 39.
सो थर्टी
And
नाइन का सेंट्रल मैसेज क्या है? व्हाट्स द सेंट्रल मैसेज ऑफ 39?
this is a Nitya Vairi. It's a Nitya Vairi, यानी एक कुश्ती तो चलती रहेगी.
हम्म।
Always. It is always going to be there and it is going to try to cover. It's not going to steal your knowledge. It does
हम्म।
not need to steal your knowledge. That force is just happy in covering it so that it will achieve what it is. What it wants
वाह।
destruction. It will cover the knowledge. एक मोमेंट में आपने गलती कर दी फिर वो चला जाएगा और फिर वी आर सिटिंग हियर कि अरे हे भगवान मैंने क्या कर दिया.
वाह।
And in the wisest people it is there and it is to simplest thing which Krishna gives an understanding is it will not be quenched. It is a fire that cannot be quenched. तो आप उसको और ईंधन मत देना उस आग को.
हम्म।
It is a for like a firestorm. It's how much ever it will not be satisfied. It will keep destroying.
हम्म।
Then I think the seventh adhyay, 11th shloka is there.
या
Oh, there was one shloka in second adhyay also. I think second adhyay, 70th shloka is what you have mentioned. Hmm. Yes. आपूर्यमाण प्रतिष्ठम समुद्रमापः प्रविशन्ति उद्यद्वत् तद्वत् कामा यं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी.
वेयर इज दिस वन?
Yes.
अच्छा, हाँ, 270, राइट।
Second
राइट।
adhyay.
राइट।
Just like when the many turbulent rivers converge and affect not the vast ethereal oceans as they merge, on reaching the awakened stable mind, all attraction dissolves, not for the one whose mind to senses whim revolves. Like several rivers, how they when they converge into the ocean is what you can say Shanti Sagar, isn't it? But we are very, very turbulent at before merging. And at that point, if you see, they are very, very disturbed. There is no calmness. But when it becomes one, it is so calm. In that Shanti only everything is experienced, isn't it? And that comes from Tyaga also. In the Gita, it says Tyaga Shanti. Only from Tyaga, Shanti will come in. Tyaga will come when you let go of
द
attachments.
डिजायर,
Yes, all the desires.
या।
And desires can become a beautiful opportunity for us to raise our consciousness की आ गया डिजायर अरे करना है ये इच्छा हो रही है श्री कृष्णार्पणम. अरे वाह कितनी बड़ी आहुति मिल गई कृष्ण के लिए और एक आहुति. We get one more this way that way all right we keep throwing if we do that we will become quiet because only then we will reach what is the awakened mind that higher mind.
वैराग्य का कोर डेफिनेशन जो है, अगर ध्यान से देखें, इट इज
जी.
and in a very simple way, that you own the things, things don't own you. That is one, very clearly. Are you there, Sushuji? Sorry, your screen had frozen.
Voice, you just said Vairagya ka core
I said
definition and what's the voice, sir?
वैराग्य का कोर डेफिनेशन टू पार्ट्स में है। एक है मैं तृप्त हूँ, बस मैं इस समय तृप्त हूँ। दैट मीन्स
Hmm.
उस समय वो डिजायर को आपने वैसे ही शांत कर दिया। एंड तृप्ति डजंट कम आफ्टर डिजायर बीइंग फुलफिल्ड, तृप्ति कम्स
Yes,
बिफोर। दैट
yes,
इज द
yes,
की पॉइंट। आई एम
yes,
सेइंग बाद में नहीं आता है, वो पहले आना चाहिए कि मैं तृप्त हूँ। यू नो, दैट इज वन। सेकंड इज आई ओन द थिंग्स बट थिंग्स डोंट ओन मी। यू नो, दैट आल्सो
yeah,
हेल्प्स यू कट द। So
yes,
sometimes people give so much complex things about vairagya, but to me, I'm just seeing these two things.
yes,
If you just मैं तृप्त हूँ, you know, that
yes.
itself is that dissolves the desire completely. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes. And in
yeah,
that trupti, nothing can disturb, no? The shanti,
yeah,
no
yeah,
distract.
yeah,
Only when
yeah.
you have this attraction and
Hmm.
desire, then that
Ah,
trupti is gone. Otherwise, you are
ah,
santushtaha sadatam yogi.
ah,
Eternally, always, always.
ah,
Nothing
ah,
is gone. That's why most of the yogis and what we gurus we see, no? They always have one kind of happiness.
ah.
It's like people some I remember one college friend ये क्या फूक रहे हैं पता नहीं क्या कुछ कौन से इसमें कौन से मस्ती में he asked in a very obnoxious manner but
Mhm.
he was one way right in observing a principle that
Ah.
these are all vairagis and because they are vairagis they are trupta. They
Yeah,
are
yeah,
in a state of bliss. This
yeah.
is what Krishna says here, and all the attractions will get dissolved when you go there at that state. But it's
Hmm.
not for that one individual who is running after the whims, whose mind is running after the whims of the senses.
Hmm.
Even mind running after the senses is enough. You don't have to
Hmm.
personally, physically run after it. Mana is also getting carried away. A simpler way would be, I think, when we were very, maybe in our kindergarten, a teacher would give us a star when we do a good homework. That would be the greatest and biggest thing, and the
Yeah.
one aspect which would drive us to get that. मुझे वो green color का star मिला, आज तो मुझे red का मिला, मुझे और एक color for what it is. But now today, if somebody comes and gives you a star, what will you react? You'll say, हाँ ठीक है, thank you, cute. All right, what is it? What more do you want me to say? Isn't
Yeah.
it? Because now we have grown. But
Hmm.
at that time, there was nothing more we wanted to be. According to us, learning was equal to getting some kind of appreciation for what it is. That is the growing methodology many times in children. So the same thing is in our society or in our life. Our satisfaction is connected with something else. But when we rise above, no, when we rise above, then you've got such a vehicle. Vehicle is vehicle. It is not a, it does not matter whether it is a cycle, whether some people say मेरे status के नीचे है ये चलाना. Because they have now attached themselves so much that they are forgetting that these are all just not status symbols, but these are all instruments for convenience. That is
Hmm.
forgotten. It happens with the clothes, it happens with our lifestyle, it happens with so many factors, and then that is where, okay, I got saw this on the road. It's exactly like how if you see it, if anybody has a pet dog and they take the dog is always looking everywhere. It is something like that. Man is also becoming like that, chained by desires,
So
always running after.
what's the central theme of 2.70 then? ये जो बोला कि
That
सारी
yes,
नदियां आके सागर में मिलती हैं, तो
शांति,
क्या?
हाँ, जब आप वो शांति सागर बन जाना है सो दैट आपको ये जो आप विचलित नहीं होंगे ये जो बाह्य चीजें हैं जो आउटर एस्पेक्ट्स के
तो नदियों को वो बोल रहे कि डिजायर की तरह अपने ही अंदर उसको समा लेना है, एंड यू आर मच बिगर देन दैट,
नहीं,
एंड यू।
तुम्हारी जो हड़फड़ है वो बंद होने वाली है जब आप आगे जाके आप तो समंदर बनने वाले हो अभी आपको लगता है आप कुछ अलग हो बड़े 30 मार खान हो ये करना है वो
आ,
वहां गए आप बन गए सागर तो अब सब शांत आ गए हाँ ठीक है waves will come and go but the quietude will remain isn't it
वाह,
and the
ब्यूटीफुल।
mind is steady there mind has got immersed in it so it will not get disturbed मीनिंग उसके बाद nobody can show a like a carrot is shown to a donkey and the donkey is made to run like that. We cannot be driven by desires anymore because we have now reached what we can call a state of awakening, or as you say, a state of vairagya. All that has already been reached. I have achieved it.
So
And
that day when you took the class on Sthita Pragya, so
yes,
that
sir.
week I was just doing Manan on Sthita Pragya, and
Yes, sir.
what I could pick up is with this kind of mind, which is already, like it's mind is nothing but the wave, and of course there is the ocean beneath. Till the mind is there, you can just intellectually understand it. When the mind dissolves into the ocean, then you become the
Yes.
Sthit Pragya. There
Yes.
is no
Yes.
other way. You can't
Yes.
intellectually understand it. You have to
Yes.
dissolve.
You have to dissolve. You have to dissolve because mana is also limited. It's little
हाँ
bit good because अरे मन है इसलिए मैंने नशा नहीं किया. ये कोई
हाँ
प्राइज लेने वाली चीज नहीं है. ये
करेक्ट
तो बेसिक है. बेसिक ह्यूमन नेचर है कि माइंड है तो कंट्रोल कर पाएंगे. बट
करेक्ट
अगर हम योगी बनना, हमें योगी बनना है, हमें आगे बढ़ना है, साधना करना है, तो मन के भी आगे जाना है. मन की परख क्या है वो. सो जैसे इंद्रियाणि पराण्या और इंद्रियभ्यः परम मन, मनसस्तु परा बुद्धि यो बुद्धि परतस्तु सह. तो सह यानी वो भगवान है जो सबसे हाईएस्ट कॉन्शियसनेस में है, विच इज बियॉन्ड द माइंड, विच इज इवन बियॉन्ड द बुद्धि.
हम्म
बट टू रीच दैट वील हैव टू फर्स्ट ट्रांसेंड द माइंड, तो ही वेदांत समझ में आएगा ना.
हम्म
Without the transcending of mind, Vedantic texts cannot be understood. They look like crazy logics, which are
या
just opposites and having no meaning and sense.
या या
But even beyond that, Vedic rishis were also not happy with Vedantic knowledge.
हम्म
Of they wanted to reach the highest. The highest is becoming one.
हम्म
It cannot be uttered. If you see, in I think Mandukya, the fourth sthiti, Shantam Shivam Advaitam Chaturtham Manyante. So Atma Savijñeya. That is the knowledge which can be realized. That Advaitic oneness of with the divine only.
हम्म
It has to be. It is again Shantam again. Because अगर शांत नहीं, वो भी नहीं, कभी आएगा नहीं. बेसिक लेवल से लेके हाईएस्ट लेवल तक शांति की जरूरत है ही. Otherwise it cannot be achieved. जी sir. Then I think the next shloka you have mentioned is I think seventh adhyay, verse 11.
हम्म
This is the one. This is an interesting shloka.
हम्म
The shloka where this is one desire which is permitted.
हम्म
जैसे कोई डाइटिशियन के पास कोई जाता है और डाइटिशियन दे देता है कि ये नहीं खाने का,
हम्म
तो फिर वो जो क्लाइंट होता है उसका चेहरा इतना छोटा हो जाता है. पेशेंट इज देयर लाइक ये सब आपने तो जिंदगी के रहस्य निकाल दिया मुझे. देन द डाइटिशियन सोचता है ऐसे, चलो ठीक है, आई विल गिव यू वन डे चीट डाइट.
हाँ
एक दिन, बाकी के दिन तो यही करना पड़ेगा, एक दिन तुम्हारे माइंड के लिए. सो हियर इट लुक्स लाइक कृष्णा गिव्स us one desire which is not wrong.
हम्म
That is this shloka. Let us see.
हम्म
Perfectly identified, sir. This one is very nice shloka also.
हम्म
बलं बलवतां चाहं कामराग विवर्जितं धर्म विरुद्धो भूतेषु कामोऽस्मि भरतर्षभ. I am the strength of the mighty and strong. When through knowledge, Krishna is taking Arjuna to a highest truth. He says, understand, जिस व्यक्ति में बल है वो बल मेरा ही है. He says everything he is talking about. I am the strength of the mighty and strong. Devoid of attachment and passion, O Arjuna, I am the energy of procreation. I am the dharma's desire that is not wrong. धर्मा विरुद्धो भूतेषु कामोस्मि भरतर्षभ. So, without, I mean, if you see, we have this Purusharthas, isn't it? The four Purusharthas: Dharma, Artha, Kama, and then Moksha. Kama has also been told as one of the Purusharthas in our Darshana of Mimamsa and everything. We understand it because without which nothing will happen, isn't it? The creation will not move forward. So there is something, Kama is required. But how is this karma? This is the, it's interesting, isn't it? Aspiration also starts with desire, no?
Hmm.
Our Hanuman who mastered all the desires, did he
Hmm.
not have the desire to go and eat the sun? क्यों
Hmm.
कितना बढ़िया है. So this aspect of karma is there, but there it was driven by what? To eat the sun, to procure and to consume, isn't it?
Hmm.
That is why he got the shrap also.
Hmm. Hmm.
But if you see in the Leela of the things, divine arranged all of it through karma he worked, isn't it?
Hmm.
So it is used. It is used by the divine. Even in the procreation, even in the procreation also, it is a divine act when it is understood with divinity. It is not driven by a lower rajas of distorted passion.
Hmm.
With that also can become divine. That is how you see uh, children are born for parents. Sometimes they aspire that the divine only come as a child to do work
Hmm.
for the sake of the divine. It is not that देखो मैं तो अब तो मौर्य डायनेस्टी के बाद मेरी डायनेस्टी होने वाली है सबसे बड़ी ये
Hmm.
करूंगा वो इट्स ऑल कैरिंग फॉरवर्ड डिजायर्स एंड एवरीथिंग यू जस्ट it becomes pollution of only desires. Instead, a soul is being born. However, that soul is. I have seen parents even telling special children are blessed children.
Hmm.
They have a special child and have not once, and it's not an front or acting that because I've been able to watch them for a period of time.
Hmm.
The same love. Maybe there will be frustrations and difficulties, but that aspect of understanding, that is something very beautiful. So if
Hmm.
this is in so karma is also utilized by the divine to
Hmm.
further what? Further his Leela, further his entire. So when one thing is Krishna says, I am there, so don't look at it as tuchha. Do not disregard it as that tuchha aspect of life. That is something. So probably recognizing the divinity in that is something which we must understand. And
So,
then one interesting aspect is there is one desire which is not wrong, that is the desire to uphold dharma.
right, right.
And what is dharma again becomes a big question. It is the biggest, you can say, yaksha prashna only. When you say, I have to uphold dharma, पर कौन सा dharma?
हाँ.
Then it's like everybody again, then sattva, raja, tamas comes in. We have to actually become gunatit and then we will understand the gunatit dharma, which is our Krishna dharma.
Hmm.
But to want to uphold it, we must have that. If we forget upholding dharma, what is going to happen? Whichever dharma it is, we cannot lose it, isn't it? Manav dharma, for example. Just because I am in a different place than I am usual. Okay, usually I am in one city. Now I have moved to another city. So I cannot say कि हाँ नहीं नहीं मैं तो यहाँ का नहीं हूँ मैं तो मानव धर्म नहीं कर सकता हूँ यहाँ पे. It's injustice, isn't it?
Hmm.
So you have to have, I have to uphold that. I have to uphold. So that is one desire which is not wrong. If you see, if all desires, if we want to just have one cheat desire, one desire, that desire will be, कि अब तो I'll uphold dharma. Let me uphold. Best is Krishna dharma, my dharma towards Krishna. And this is one very nice cheat code. If you know it is Krishna dharma is the simplest. It's like a compass. You go left, right, anywhere. That compass will correctly point out north only. No?
Hmm.
So Krishna Dharma will only take you on the path of Shreyas.
Hmm.
No matter what, if you are confused, because that is the moha of the samsara. So many times we get what we can dharma sankata, where we don't know what is the dharma. Because if I do this here, I do this. Arjuna had, should I respect my gurus and not fight? Or should I fight? And if I fight also, this is a problem. If I don't fight also and not understanding what to do, then one more dharma is like Kshatriya dharma, should I uphold? Or one more mind says, ki, "Arey, don't uphold Kshatriya dharma, uphold a distorted understanding of what is the dharma towards society." He says, I have to run away from it. And he decides to give up, isn't it? It is only when he understands the Krishna Dharma, he says, Karishye vachanam taha nashtor moha smritir laptva. Again, if you see, the first shloka that we saw, desire makes smriti and moha. It craves, smriti bhransha happens and moha happens because of attachment, isn't it? Attachment, intellectual, mental attachment also. So finally, when we understand this, if we look at Krishna Dharma at any moment, what is my Krishna Dharma towards Krishna? If the dharma towards Krishna says I should take a punch in my stomach, I'll take a punch in my stomach. If the dharma towards Krishna says I will stand and defend and not take a punch, this wrongdoer is doing something wrong, and my Krishna dharma, because Desha Kala Paristhiti, it changes so many things. It's very dynamic. We can't be running after rigid rules, isn't it? Even artificial intelligence, that is the problem right now.
Hmm.
Rigid rules are imposed on an unconscious entity.
Hmm.
So then it starts doing what we call hallucinations.
Hmm.
Maya only of its own side type.
Hmm.
Probably when AI is empowered with Krishna Dharma, it will get free from all of these hallucinations also. Or
Then it'll
yes,
be from AI to AI, from artificial intelligence to absolute intelligence.
yes. Yes, it's interesting to see that. Though AI is going to, it is less likely that AI will reach sentience. AI will
Hmm.
become a very powerful tool for Lokasangraha, definitely, for
अच्छा,
humans.
अच्छा.
Because sentience is like it is like a
What is
kalpana.
sentience? What is sentience?
Chaitanya, sir. Chaitanya.
अच्छा, okay. हाँ,
Because the advancements are happening right now. It is like calculator is now getting becoming scientific calculator. Scientific calculator is now getting infused with digital data of background
हाँ,
descriptive information also. So
हाँ,
evolution
हाँ,
is taking place. So now
हाँ,
AI is evolving. AI is evolving that way.
हाँ,
But AI is that is what I have understood from interacting with some AI experts. We are having an opportunity to work with some of them, and there's an
हाँ,
institute named after Rishi Pingala in Australia. So the
अच्छा,
chairman is a very strong Sanatan. Dr. Rohit Chandra, his name is. You can Google him. He's one of the
हाँ,
top scientists in the world in
हाँ,
Australia.
हाँ.
But he's of this opinion. He had given a lecture on AI and consciousness.
What's his
So
opinion? I did not understand
that
it.
sentience is not something which will be so easily reached, or it is not it. It is like how man has been trying. Man cannot manufacture honey also right now, isn't it?
Hmm.
That even that the bees are doing, no matter how much we have developed, getting the tattva of every flower, that principle Brahma has whispered or Krishna has whispered only to the bees. So
Correct.
maybe these tools will get advanced. They will mimic humanoid actions. They will mimic dialogues. They will mimic act. Now they are still in the intellectual stage. Then, when they come into Kruti, they will do actions. We will see waiters who are artificial intelligence, all of that. But the aspect of sentience, the architecture for sentience is less likely to be established.
Hmm. Hmm.
Our
Yeah,
minds only are non-sentient most of the time. How
yeah.
is humanity first will have to establish sentience or awaken Chaitanya in humanity.
Correct,
Then
correct,
then maybe Brahma will break or the rule. No, Krishna says transformation is always possible.
correct,
In
correct.
at least in Adhyatmic Marga, we do not deny any transformation, which is miraculous also because it is possible. But we are still quite far away from that.
So
So
coming back to the shloka, just go back
yes,
to
sir.
the shloka once again, Shushuji.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
एक बारी
Balam,
उसका,
balam.
हाँ, उसका मीनिंग एक बारी फिर से बताइए.
I am the strength of the mighty and strong.
हम्म.
Devoid of attachment and passion, O Arjuna, I am the energy of procreation.
हम्म.
I am Dharma's desire that is not wrong.
हम्म.
These are the 3 points if we wish to infer from this.
धर्मा विरुद्धो भूतेषु कामोस्मि भरतर्षभ.
Bhagata.
Means what? Dharma viruddho bhuteshu.
Means it is devoid of this attachment and passion. In the energy
Hmm.
of procreation, that is where he is there.
Hmm.
Kamosmi Bharatarshava.
Hmm.
In all living beings,
Hmm.
I am in that procreation also, is what he says. I am that desire.
बट काम एक ही एनर्जी इज ऑल्सो डिवाइन ना. वो भी
Yes,
वो
yes.
उसे अलग क्यों बता रहे हैं फिर उसको? जस्ट
No,
समझाने के लिए
because
बता
no,
रहे हैं.
हाँ, समझाने के लिए because many times if you see on the spiritual path, karma
हाँ,
is considered as tuchha, isn't it?
हाँ,
Everybody
हाँ,
says this is
हाँ,
the worst act,
हाँ,
and If you
हाँ
ask even the person declaring it, how were you born? Were you an immaculate conception? The person will
हाँ
get annoyed and say, don't talk
हाँ
nonsense.
हाँ हाँ हाँ
We are not products of sin, isn't it?
हाँ हाँ
We're not products of sin.
हाँ
Kumara Sambhava is what? The birth of Kumara, isn't it? The
हाँ
first Kalidasa had only beautifully conceived the creation of the birth of Kumara. It
हम्म
was how the first love story is described, no? Isn't
हम्म
it? The entire purpose is that only. In the purpose of saying this here is it should not be considered as something which is lower, or if
हम्म
it is also divine in essence. But what
हम्म
happens is inside of passion and other things which are not controlled, it becomes something else.
yeah yeah yeah
Jesus. So with this, I think we saw the first set of, I think on desire. Then we have some few minutes, maybe 10 to 12 minutes. So your other question about the architecture of the Gita or something you
yes
were
yes
saying. What
yes
is
yes
that, sir? If I can understand the question
the
better.
question is how is it structured, like the first is all vishad, it starts with the dilemma in the head, then bhagwan is giving the highest knowledge in sankhya at some level. That's what I picked up. He takes him right at the highest level there, talks about sthit pragya and also talks about so then again then he goes into karma yoga as third chapter, then he goes into this. So ye structure ka architecture kaise, what
Yes,
is
sir.
the whole
Yes, sir.
architecture?
If we look at it, a simplified way looking at it is depression to liberation.
Hmm.
Or and it is happening first, Nara is alone without connection with Narayan, so there is depression.
Hmm.
Familiarity is happening with Narayan, but initially there is anger towards Narayan in that
Hmm.
familiarity, which is a
Hmm.
simple principle. Everybody does get that.
Hmm.
But when that familiarity happens, it becomes something, the union takes place.
Hmm.
Then there is liberation and there is Sri Vijay
Hmm.
with Yogeshwara and the Partha, instrument and the divine. Now,
Hmm.
as far as this is the you say who is the Sarathi? Krishna.
Hmm.
Krishna will not drive like all of us drive. First gear, say second gear, second gear, say third gear. It is like there was a viral video of some a rigid middle-aged man. He goes into a car, and the driver is actually a Formula One racer, but or some sports racer. But this lady is a lady and it's a girl. So this man is like, oh, a woman driver, he says. And this lady is quiet. She doesn't show that she's a professional driver. And then the way she starts driving, she goes so fast that this person is almost having a heart attack, not understanding. And in
Hmm.
the end, he acknowledges that I was wrong.
Hmm.
I was wrong that, okay, women drivers, I don't have to stereotype.
Hmm.
That was the principle of that social experiment. But something similar Krishna is going to keep throwing at Arjuna. If you see, immediately starts talking about Nainam Chindati Shastrani. Suddenly he talks about, you know, कौन प्रवचन देता है जिसको डिप्रेशन है उसको तो कुछ सुनने की इच्छा ही नहीं है ना.
Hmm.
एंड ही इज आस्क्ड मी क्या करूं कुछ तो बताओ ये स्टार्ट हो जाते हैं कि स्थित प्रज्ञ इज लाइक दिस दैट he is forget sthita pragnya what is pragnya only he does not know what is pragnya has
Correct.
not awakened. So but what Krishna does is this is a very interesting way. This is also a model of psychotherapy in
Hmm.
modern times. They understand it. You just you are not driven, you are not driven by the attachments of that individual. Arjuna's emotion, no no you must allow it. तो इसीलिए तो मॉडर्न डे साइकोथेरेपिस्ट महीनों महीने चलती है. 10 महीने 12 महीने इनका थेरेपी चल ही रहा है. ये महाराज ने 2 घंटे में पूरे डिप्रेशन का तो ऐसे कपड़े साफ कर दिया. और काम जो करना था दिव्य काम he made him instrument also, isn't it? Divine instrument. So
Hmm.
Krishna does do it, does perform this. Suddenly we will see metaphysics. Suddenly we'll see practical. Even in that adhyay, when he talks about Atman, he introduces the concept. Then he says, Acha, even if you don't believe in Atman, it still you should not cry. This is not Nyaya. This is not
Hmm.
Kshatriyasya na vidyate. Different places.
So second chapter is Sankhya Yoga. What does word Sankhya mean? थर्ड इज कर्मयोग, व्हाट इज ही टॉकिंग इन कर्मयोग, फोर्थ क्या है, फिफ्थ क्या है,
हाँ, no,
दैट्स द
एक्चुअली
स्ट्रक्चर। हाँ।
अगर एक्चुअली इफ वी वांट इन अ शॉर्ट, अगर जस्ट वन वन लाइक
हाँ
दिस, क्योंकि क्या
हाँ
हो
हाँ,
जाता है
जस्ट जस्ट
अलग
वन
अलग
और टू लाइंस
क्लासिफिकेशन।
या। हाँ।
यस सर। If we see what a like lot of these classifications, they decide first six chapters are this only,
हम्म
but that is the limitation attached by the mind, that we
हम्म
are saying what is only this. But if we study the Gita, like now you took out the chapters on karma,
हम्म
how is it spreading everywhere, isn't it?
हम्म
It goes across chapters. जैसे कि हमने
हम्म
एक बार सोचा माइंड मैप बनाएंगे एक भगवत
हम्म
गीता के ऊपर ही, क्योंकि किसी ने किया नहीं है ये, क्योंकि माइंड मैप है वेस्टर्न कॉन्सेप्ट है ना। तो
हम्म
माइंड मैप बनाएंगे तो फर्स्ट ये कहाँ से जोड़ेंगे, वो
हम्म
लाइंस ड्रॉ
हम्म
करेंगे।
हम्म
इतनी खिचड़ी हो गई कि माइंड मैप बनाना ही बंद हो गया फिर उसके बाद, क्योंकि इतने कनेक्शंस हैं और नए नए कनेक्शंस हर बार दिखते हैं सर। As we
हम्म
study, we will see, like you said today, you said Vairagya, I can connect Vairagya with Trupti, or detachment. Is it Asanga Shastrena? It is said Asanga Shastrena Drudena Chitva. Elsewhere it is showing Mukta Sanga Samachara. फ्री यूनियन भी है, नॉन अटैचमेंट भी उसी को बोलते हैं, इसको ये बोलते हैं। तो कृष्णा इज जस्ट गिविंग लाइक ए कैलिडियोस्कोप, एवरी अध्याय इज टीचिंग द सेम थिंग इन अ डिफरेंट मैनर। First one
हम्म
only is teaching us sorrow because Krishna is not teaching in the first adhyaya. It is Arjuna who is teaching us. Arjuna is not Pramana. A lot of people read the first adhyaya and then say, no, 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 you should not marry this person from that person belongs to another, because Varna Sankara is told in the Gita. Varna
हम्म,
Sankara is not told by Krishna at all. Arjuna
करेक्ट
is Arjuna's limitations.
करेक्ट।
Somebody, elsewhere, if you see Arjuna says Karna is referred to as Sutaputra. But Krishna never uses that. He says he is Karna only.
हम्म
If Arjuna was a little more receptive, like अरे कृष्ण क्यों बोल रहे हैं, हम सब
हम्म
तो इसको सूत पुत्र बोलते हैं, तो ये अरे भैया, different scene would have taken place if he understood that maybe there is something more to Karna. I should understand. I should not give an outer understanding because of this, or because of. I do not think Arjuna was also discriminating. It was, he was an enemy, isn't it? So he will try to do ninda of the enemy any way you want. ये कौन सा
हम्म।
लड़ाई करने वाला है? This kind of question may come. Chitra ji wants to ask something, is it?
No, sorry.
Ah, no problem. That's fine. So yes, ji. So first adhyaya, if we want to say, it is just the grief of Arjuna.
ठीक है, सेकंड
The
क्या है?
second is revelation of eternal secrets, Atman and other secrets, which are something which are absolutely.
एंड व्हाई इज इट कॉल्ड सांख्य योग?
It is the Sankhya. If you see, there's a one writing a Sankhya Karika. There's a this Sankhya philosophy of Sankhya is described here. That is why
हाँ,
it's called Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya is that Sanatan principle, that eternal concept that is being
ओके
described. That is the second adhyaya.
ओके।
Then, if you see the third one.
कर्म योग।
Yeah, it is called Karma Yoga, or if you want to see the spirit of that, it is in unveiling the spirit in material action.
ओके
जैसे कि what is the divine in the world? It is like material world में क्या spiritual aspects है, that is being revealed.
ठीक है।
Uh, Fourth one is where Krishna is opening the dwara of knowledge.
ओके,
If you see, he talks about what is the meaning of.
व्हाट इज इट कॉल्ड, द फोर्थ योग, द फोर्थ
No,
चैप्टर?
actually, I don't remember those, despite how many
ओके।
times I read, because I keep getting confused कि इसको ही क्यों ज्ञान योग बोलना है, मुझे तो
हाँ,
सबसे ज्ञान
मैं
योग
उस
वहां
तरह
पे
से
लगता है।
कंफ्यूज हो गया हूँ थोड़ा। हाँ,
तो
ठीक है।
नहीं, तो instead of that, I have not, though I have some wonderful people may have given those classifications for their understandings. In
या।
my principle is, if you look at it, it is first mention of Shraddha is also there in this adhyaya only. In the
हम्म।
fourth one, the Dwara, opening of Dwara of knowledge is here.
ओके ओके।
That is Adhyaya 4. Then, if you want to see fifth one, it is about complete, absolute renunciation. Renunciation ka real meaning. What is this that is being told here?
हम्म
6 to 28 will show the great shloka 6 to 28 talk about the great joys of renunciation. इसमें तो
हम्म
एक अलग प्रकार से आनंद है. So the anand of renunciation also we could call it. This
हम्म
adhyaya is talking about it.
हम्म,
And then the Bhoktaram Yagna Tapasam, the greatest
हम्म,
renouncier is also the greatest Bhokta.
हम्म,
That is Krishna himself. That
हम्म,
a beautiful secret of Bhog with renunciation that is being described here. Sixth Adhyaya is talking about becoming one with the divine, a merger with the supreme divine. Sixth Adhyaya, if you want to see that principle of how protection of the divine is there. So first, just become one, worry not. That is Adhyaya 6. Seventh Adhyaya is again about knowledge only, but it is talking about union through knowledge,
हम्म,
becoming yoga yukta,
हम्म,
becoming one with yoga, with through the action of yoga. Initially, dwara of knowledge is being opened. Now it is becoming one. That is something we can see. Then that is the seventh adhyay, like I said, seventh adhyay, union through knowledge. Eighth adhyay is about supreme Brahma and the kinetics of the departing soul. When after Mrutavastha also there is a journey, and not only is there a journey, the forces that are working in the secret kinetics is being shared by Krishna.
हम्म,
How yogis become aware and they are able to control their journey, either they are going to the they are going to the Krishna Marga or the what Shukla Marga,
हम्म,
the realm of the Pitas for
हम्म,
Punarjanma or the realm of Moksha that is being described. How does the journey take place after death? That is Adhyaya 8. Then ninth Adhyaya is we can say the Raja Vidya or the king knowledge, which is the secrets, Ati Guhya secret. That is the Adhyaya 9. Tenth is again the cosmic gods, world gods, representatives, and Vibhuti Darshanas. What are the Vibhutis that are present in the Bhuloka? Who are
हम्म,
the representatives of the divine? The Vibhuti Darshana is, if you see, you have to understand, we get overwhelmed, isn't it? We feel we are alone, isn't it, on the earth
हम्म,
sometimes when
हम्म,
you're standing by Tattva and principles.
हम्म,
101 Kaurav or Pach Pandav. Always the Pandavas are going to be outnumbered. It is a
हम्म,
simple principle. तो
हम्म,
हमारा अलायंस कौन सा है, हमें शक्ति कहाँ से मिलेगी, हमारे कौन है, हमारे साथ कौन है, तो ये लोग हैं भूलोक में। एक एक दिग्गज है कि ईच पर्सन इज सो पावरफुल। 1.25 लाख दे एक लड़ावा, लाइक दिस लाइक दैट ईच ऑफ vibhutis only you can connect. Krishna
हम्म,
gives that
हम्म,
vibhuti darshana in Adhyay
हम्म,
10.
हम्म,
Adhyay 11, Sakshat Vishwarupa
हम्म,
Darshana only.
हम्म, हम्म,
That is the
हम्म,
full vision,
हम्म,
real understanding of the power कि इतने
हम्म,
पावरफुल है कि हम कहीं पे भी नहीं रहते हैं। तो जब हम वरीड हो जाते हैं कि विश्व का क्या होने वाला है, मेरा क्या होने वाला है, पृथ्वी का क्या होने वाला है, भगवान का क्या होने वाला है, ये सब करने की जरूरत नहीं है। विश्व रूप दर्शन हो जाएगा तो अर्जुन जैसे, जो कि पहले ही वॉज इन ग्रीफ कि ये देखो सनातन धर्म नष्ट होने वाला है, अगर मैं ही तो हूँ जो बचा रहा हूँ सनातन धर्म को, यहाँ पे ऐसे हाथ कांपते हुए सनातन स्तम पुरुषो मतो में, भगवान आप ही सनातन हो, अभी पता चला इसे सनातन धर्म क्या क्यों कहते हैं, बिकॉज यू आर द सनातन गार्डियन,
हम्म,
जिस रक्षक ही इतना पावरफुल विश्व रूप है। तो दैट इज द विश्व रूप दर्शन। द्वादश अध्याय सबसे स्वीटेस्ट शॉर्टेस्ट है, पर मुझे लगता है वही ज्ञान योग का भी है, जो इट इज कंसिडर्ड भक्ति योग, इट इज द वे ऑफ द डिवोटी। योग, यो एक भक्त कैसे बनना, सही भक्त, हाउ डू वी बिकम वन, दैट नॉलेज इज देयर इन दोस 20 श्लोकास, सो दैट इज द योग ऑफ द डिवोटी। देन एंड इट इज इंटरेस्टिंग कि दर्शन के बाद, क्योंकि लोगों को लगता है कि अंतिम क्षण में मेरे जो दर्शन हो जाएंगे मेरा सब कुछ खत्म कंप्लीट हो गया, तो नहीं, कृष्ण तो बोल रहे हैं दर्शन के बाद भी जिंदगी चलती है। कैसे जिएंगे, तो पहले तो भक्ति से जीना पड़ेगा। एक्चुअल भक्ति का अर्थ, क्योंकि लाइक वी सॉ न विषयात पुंसा द पर्सन गेट्स अटैच्ड, तो अब मेरे दर्शन हो गए। इन मराठी देयर इज अ फ्रेज, आता उरलो उपकारापुरता, सम योगीज से दैट नाउ आई एम ओनली देयर फॉर गिविंग आशीर्वाद। नो, माय
हम्म,
गुरुजी से दिस, दैट इवन अ योगी हैज टू कीप एडवांसिंग, द जर्नी विल नेवर स्टॉप।
हम्म,
So, how do I continue? Well, that is how Yoga 12th Adhyay tells that, and it becomes more practical in 13th Adhyay, क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञ एंड विभाग। आपको
ठीक
कौन
है,
से क्षेत्र में कर्म करना है हे
ठीक है,
भक्त, देन क्षेत्र विभाग क्या है, उसमें विकार भी है क्षेत्र में, और
ठीक है।
क्षेत्रज्ञ कैसे बनना है। फिर
ठीक
आ
है।
जाता है सीक्रेट ऑफ मैनुअल ऑफ फंक्शनिंग, पूरे
हम्म।
दुनिया का जो क्या ब्लूप्रिंट है। ये
हम्म।
तीनों पे, तीन गुणों पे काम करते हैं, रजस
हम्म।
तमस सत्व।
हम्म।
उस
हम्म।
रजस
हम्म।
तमस सत्व का इंट्रोडक्शन है।
यस।
उसके बाद देखो तो एटर्नल, ये जो मेटाफिजिक्स का चैप्टर है कंप्लीटली,
हम्म।
विच टॉक्स अबाउट दी, हमारा जो परम धाम जो है
हम्म।
हमारा, वो कितना डिवाइन, और इट इज एन एटर्नल सुप्रीम, द एटर्नल एस्पेक्ट ऑफ द डिवाइन, नो, वो
हम्म।
बता देता है। विश्व, ये अपने इनिशियली तो पूरा दिमाग का खिचड़ी हो जाता है जब कि वो इन्वर्टेड अश्वत्थ का मेंशन करते हैं, बट उसके बाद पूरा ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन हो जाता है। उसके बाद आगे दो प्रकार के गुण तो तीन हैं, पर अल्टीमेटली एक आसुरी स्वभाव के लोग हैं और दूसरा देवी स्वभाव के हैं। बेटा बच के रहना फ्रॉम द आसुरी स्वभाव and cultivate what is the Devi Swabhava. He spends more time focusing on protection for his sishyas from the Asuri Swabhava. Devi Swabhava तो immediately he explains in the start. Cultivate this. जितने क्वालिटीज आप करोगे उतना आपका कल्याण होगा. Then comes the Shraddha, 17th अध्याय, which is the अध्याय before the moksha, about moksha. The 17th Adhyaya is about Shraddha and the Diksha of Krishna with the triple mantra. Om Tat Sat. He gives a mantra Diksha. किसी को गुरु नहीं है, आप गीता जी को ही आपका मान लो गुरु, और कृष्ण ही साक्षात आपको दीक्षा दे देंगे. Om Tat Sat mantra is there in this 17th Adhyaya. And Shraddha's power and importance of Shraddha. 18th chapter is the final chapter. It is like the sar of the Gita, but it is also liberation, where you have to now enter into action. So, जी sir, this is the summary if you look at it.
बहुत सुंदर, बहुत
Yes, जी
सुंदर।
sir.
वेरी
Thank you,
वेरी
sir.
ग्रेटफुल टू
Thank you, sir.
यू एंड ऑल्सो
Namaskar, sir.
चित्रा जी। गॉड
Thank you, sir.
ब्लेस यू बोथ, रियली गॉड
Thank you,
ब्लेस
sir.
यू बोथ।
Namaskar, sir. Thank you,
हम्म।
sir. Thank you
हम्म।
for the blessings. Hari Om. We'll conclude with the Shanti mantra.
ओके।
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. हरि ओम तत्सत्. कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. हरि ओम सर, पुनर्मिलामः. नमस्कार. थैंक यू.